Primate is the new horror movie coming out this weekend. I got to see this early at a mystery movie, and I was just not a fan. This movie is crazy because if you've seen the Rotten Tomatoes for this movie score, it's like at a 90%, and I don't seek that out, but like, it's one of those things that I accidentally came across it before watching this movie, and I saw how high the score was. It made me a little more curious about this movie. I didn't care for this movie. This movie is weird. Let me start with the positives. The monkey in this movie is pretty cool because I did not know this going into the movie. I hadn't seen a trailer or anything like that for this movie, but essentially, this was a guy in a suit with a little bit of animatronics and makeup. This was not like CGI. I think there was a little bit of CGI, but there was almost none. And there are scenes in this watching it, I could not tell that. Now, a lot of that is to the movie is very dark, and so like there is a lot of shadows or stuff to it. Some of the gore and violence in this movie, like kills, were kind of fun, but that's about it. Like this movie was the biggest problem for me with this movie. It was just really boring, and it felt like pieces of the movie were missing. Where like they talk about this monkey being a part of their family, and you don't really get to see a lot of that. So then when he starts going berserk and killing people, there really isn't an emotional connection to that at all. Like I don't feel like you got enough character out of the monkey. And I'm sure a lot of that has to do with the fact that because there's a guy in a suit and they want to make this movie low budget, they couldn't really do a lot with the monkey character wise or have him give expressions or be funny. So, I mean, because even the tagline on the poster of this movie is like, we thought he was a member of our family. Really? Because I don't feel that connection at all. I mean, they say that in the movie, but it does not feel there at all. Not that I felt like the movie was trying super hard to get the emotional connection, but I feel like it would have made the movie stronger because what you're dealt with for the rest of the movie is just a very boring movie where, like, when the monkey's on screen killing people, it can be kind of fun, but there's also points of this movie that are just really boring because there's like four main girls in this movie, and you kind of know that none of them are really gonna die for the most part. They're just kind of those cliche horror characters where you're like you already just kind of know based on how horror movies work that none of them are gonna die. So and it's not like the monkey can do anything that creative because the guy's in a suit. There's a decent portion of the movie where these girls are in a pool and the monkey can't get in the water, so he's just kind of like reaching for them or climbing on things trying to grab them. And there's one point when the girl grabs her hair, and that's kind of creepy. But for the most part, in that all that time they're in the pool, it's just that basic horror thing of just girls in a pool, and the thing can't get them. And so like, there's not, I don't know. So it just felt very boring to me. So I don't know how the fuck this movie got so high of a review score because this movie was not that good. It wasn't awful or anything. Like I don't know, if I watched this not in the theater on streaming, I still would have probably been bored, but I would have just forgotten about it. But something about seeing it in the theater just made it a little bit worse because you're like, why is this playing in a theater exactly? Because this is like a movie that feels like something that they would dump on Peacock or fucking Amazon Prime or even Netflix and just be done with. And I just did not like this movie at all.